Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious simple sausage buns that are perfect for breakfast, for lunch, or even for brunch. So if you're interested, let's get straight into the recipe. The first thing you will be needing will be some warm milk, and to this we're going to be adding some salt, some sugar, and then yeast, dry active yeast. The salt and the sugar would help the yeast to ferment and then be activated. Please check the description box for list of all the ingredients and their measurements. After we add in the yeast, we're going to mix together so that it is properly combined, and then we're going to cover this to proof for about 5 minutes till the yeast is activated. This step is very important to ensuring that your final dough is going to rise, and to also make sure that your yeast is active. I'm covering mine now with a sling film. Make sure that there is no space so air doesn't get into it. We just want to cover properly so that this can ferment for 5 minutes. As you can see, my yeast has fermented for 5 minutes and it is looking like this, a bit fruity on top. This is just perfect. This is exactly how you want your yeast mixture to look like for this recipe. So next we're going to add in some melted butter, one egg. Make sure you're using good egg, guys. I'm using 1 egg for this. Some more sugar because I want the buns to be really sweet. Then we're just going to give it a good mix till everything is well incorporated before we add in our flour. These sausage buns are so delicious and so nice that they will fly off your table in no time at all. It is a hit with adults and even with children. Trust me, you would continue making this every time for breakfast. Now we're just going to add in some flour, all-purpose flour. About 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and give it a good mix. I first start with the whisk and then I go in with my hand because I prefer to knead or mix in the dough with my hand. I feel like I have a better outcome with that. I'm just going to knead this mix until I get a smooth dough that is not sticky. It's going to be soft but not sticky at all. If you're still watching at this point, kindly click on the subscription below and subscribe and be a part of this channel. Also make sure that you hit the notification bell so you would never miss any of my videos at all. I'm going to keep mixing this dough by sprinkling some flour onto a clean surface, and then I transfer the dough onto this floured surface, and then I'm just going to knead by hand until it all comes together and it is smooth. It's going to be a bit sticky at the beginning, but the more you knead, then it will become smooth and less sticky. We want a soft bun, so we're not going to be using too much flour at all, because if you use too much flour, your dough will end up being strong and not soft at all. As you can see now, my dough is no longer sticky. It is still soft but not sticky, and this is just the consistency that you want. I love kneading because I feel like this is the best arm exercise I get to do all day long. I'm not the exercise or the gym kind of person, so this is like my excuse to just exercise a little bit. Continue kneading this for at least 10 minutes till your dough is smooth. As you can see, my dough has come together nicely. It is really smooth and nice. So I'm just going to transfer into an oiled bowl so that it doesn't dry out, and then we're going to cover this again for another 1 hour for it to double in size before we start making the bun. This process is very, very important to ensuring that you end up with soft bun for your sausage rolls. I'm using a kitchen sling film again. You can use a kitchen towel if that's what you have, or even a clean nylon bag. Just make sure you cover it tightly that no air comes out of it, and leave this for 1 hour. As you can see, our dough has doubled in size and we're ready to start making our sausage buns. If you're still watching at this point and you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and be a part of this channel. Also hit the notification bell so you will never miss any of my videos. I'm just going to knead this dough slightly and then cut into pieces. I'm cutting into small pieces because I'm going to roll each piece into like a long rectangle dough that we're going to wrap around our sausage to make our sausage buns. I'll take away the rest of the dough that I cut. I'm just taking one piece and I'm going to roll this slightly to form a rectangle or like a rope. Make sure it is not too thin. Now I've rolled it out to how I want, and I'm taking a sausage right now and I'm just going to wrap my roll or my dough around this sausage till the dough comes to the end. Try to make sure you stick the end of the dough to the sausage, and this is what it should look like. I repeat the process with other dough that I've already cut and sausage till I am out of sausage and dough. This part is so fun and it's so beautiful to make. And then we're going to transfer onto a baking dish that I've already rubbed with some butter. We'll cover this again for another 30 minutes to double in size before we're going to bake this. So as usual, I'm going to cover with a sling film. You can cover with a kitchen towel if that's what you have, and leave this in a warm place till it doubles in size. It should really not take more than 30 minutes. If you do not have a warm place in your kitchen, you can just turn on your oven for 5 minutes, put this in there, turn off the oven so the heat in the oven helps it to rise quicker. Another thing you can do is place some warm water in a bowl and place this baking dish on top of the warm water to help it rise very, very fast. 30 minutes later, and see, our buns have doubled or even tripled in size, and we're just going to brush with some egg wash, which is egg and water mixed together. We're going to brush them lightly with this so that they come out really looking golden brown and beautiful. Brush, brush, brush with a generous amount of egg wash. And already at this point, my oven has been turned on. So make sure your oven is on at the point where you're allowing the dough to double in size when you've already wrapped it around your sausages. That way your oven is hot enough to bake this very, very fast, because trust me, they bake very fast. In like 10 to 15 minutes they are ready, and you don't want them to be in the oven too long or to burn. Excuse the one at the back, that one just didn't come out right, because I don't know whatever it is that happened to that one, but it didn't come out right. I'm just going to sprinkle this with some sesame seeds. It is totally optional. It is just for aesthetics purposes. It looks great when it comes out, so you can leave it out if you do not have sesame seeds, guys. Look how beautiful that looks. Just look at it. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm just going to put this in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes till it is golden brown, and our sausage buns will be ready. Just look at, guys, our sausage buns are ready, golden brown. They are soft, delicious, and so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in